Welcome to the chemistry class, children. I hope all are safe and enjoying. Bible verse says, with God all things are possible. Matthew 19:26. 6th standard ICAC, subject chemistry, session 6. Children, in today's class we are going to start with new chapter number 3, and the name of this chapter is matter. Before starting today's new chapter, let us recap what we have learnt in our previous chapter and also in our previous video. In our previous video, we have learnt about different separation methods. They are sieving. First method we have seen is about sieving. Sieving means by using this method, the bigger particle will remain on the mesh and the smaller ones will be separated. The next method is magnetic separation, and this method is mainly used to separate sulfur and iron mixture. So in this method, using magnet which has the magnetic property, that is iron, which has the magnetic property, and it will the magnet will attract the iron and the iron will get separated and the remaining sulfur will be remained in the mixture, and this is how we will separate magnetic separation. The next method is sedimentation. In this method we will allow the mixture to stand for some time. The solid will settle at the bottom and the sediment, that is the solid layer, and the liquid layer supernatant liquid, and this will be separated using the process decantation. The next method is filtration. In this method, the mixture is filtrated using filter paper. So the filter paper is folded and it is kept in the cone funnel and it is filtrated. The next method is evaporation. So in this method, the mixture is heated and it is the solution part will be evaporated and the salt will remain in the china dish. The next method is distillation. In this method, the liquid gets evaporated and then it is cooled and condensed, and the condensed salt particle, that is salt water, will be separated by this method. So this method is used to purify salt water. The next method is sublimation. So in this method, solid is converted into vapor. Here ammonium chloride is heated and the funnel is inverted, and a cotton will be kept at the top of funnel. When it is heated, the ammonium chloride will sublimate and the salt will remains at the dish. So these are the few separating methods for mixture. So this is what we have learnt in our last video session. In today's class, we are going to start with new chapter number 3. The name of this chapter is matter. So in this video, we will be learning about the following topics. We are going to learn about what is mean by matter, states of matter, what causes different states of matter, general properties of solid. So all these topics will be covered in today's video session. Introduction. Children, you just look at this picture. You can see a boy is working with computer, and you can also see a cat is sitting near him, and you can also see window is open, and you can see a plant is placed near the window. So here you can observe lot of things, right? Like a person, computer, coffee, desk, cat, plant, window, sun, cloud, specks, butterfly, etc. So here the things which you see around the person is all said to be the term matter. So matter means everything that we look around us. So you can also say that the things which you see around us is said to be matter. For example, pen, paper, pencil, desk, mobile phone, everything is said to be matter. So matter means anything that occupies space and possess mass. Can be felt by one or more of our senses. So things that takes up space and also have weight is said to be matter. The amount of space takes up is called as volume. Thing weights depends upon its mass. So here you can see few examples for matter. They are milk, coke, bell, balloon, pear, books, hot air balloon, pen, etc. So here itself you can observe that milk is in liquid form, and you can see balloon will be in gaseous form, and you can see bell is in solid form. So solid, liquid, gas, all this occupy mass. So all these are said to be matter. Now you may get a question that whether hair is also an matter and whether hair will also have weight, that is mass. So you can just take a balloon, empty balloon, without blowing it. You can just weigh the balloon and then you can just blow the balloon and you can weigh the balloon. You can observe that the weight of hair present in the balloon. So this shows that hair also has mass and hair is also said to be the matter. So matter means anything that has mass and occupies space. Generally there are three states of matter, as I already told you: solid, liquid and gases. So here you can see few examples for solid: skating board, nail, cycle, bicycle, ball, pencil, chair, tree, everything is said to be in solid form. Example for liquid: rainwater, milk, juice, river, all those are in liquid form. Gaseous example: hot balloon, air balloon, wind, coffee, that vapor, all those are said to be in gaseous form. So matter has three states. Now you can just look at the first picture here. You can see paper and pen. So here paper is made up of different material and pen is made up of different material, and we cannot convert paper to pen or pen to paper. But you can see in the second picture, solid, gas and liquid, all these are made up of a same substance, that is water. So when we freeze water, it will form solid ice cube, and when we boil water, it will form gaseous water vapor, and when we melt ice cube, it will form liquid water. So the substance is same, but it forms three different states like solid, liquid and gas. So water is one of the example for states of matter. The next topic is what causes a difference in states. So we already see that the substance is same, but the states are different like solid, liquid and gases. This is due to this matter is made up of small particles called molecules. So in the picture you can see for solid there are small balls, and for liquid also you can see small balls, and for gas also you can see small balls, and these balls are called as molecules. So matter is basically made up of small particles called molecules, and we cannot see this molecules through our naked eyes or through microscope. Okay, so it is not visible, it is very small. So here you can see how the molecules are arranged in solid, and how it is arranged in liquid, and how it is arranged in gaseous form. So all the matters will have molecules in it. Now let us see what is meant by intermolecular force. So I have already told you that molecules, that is matter is made up of molecules. So here you can see the gas, the molecules are different from, that is it has more space in between them. So the one molecule is here, another molecule is here, so you can see lot of space in between the molecules. So this force of this force that holds the molecule apart is said to be intermolecular force. Similarly for liquid, you can see they are little bit close together. In case of solid, you can see they are hold together tightly, that is there is very less space in between the molecules. So this is said to be intermolecular force. Now let us see what is meant by intermolecular space. So here you can see in between the molecules there are some spaces, right, and this spaces is said to be intermolecular spaces. For gas there is a lot of space, and for liquid there is less space, and for solid it is very less space is there in between the molecule. So gases are far apart and much empty space, and liquid molecules are close together and little empty space. In solid, particles are very close together and less empty space. Now let us see an activity based on intermolecular force and intermolecular space. Children, have you all ready to see the activity? So for this activity on intermolecular force and intermolecular space, I have taken a container and I have filled water balls into the container. So here you can see the water balls I have filled into the container. Different colors I have filled. So you can see that this is the matter, and you can see this balls are said to be molecules present in the matter. Now I have added few water balls into the container. Now what I am going to do is, I have also taken salt and I am just going to add the salt into the container. So students, you can see the salt is present on the top layer. Now I am just going to shake the container little bit. Okay. So now you can see the salt gets entered into the water balls and it fills the space in between the balls, right? So it occupies the space between the balls. So this shows that greater the cohesion, closer will be the molecules, and weaker the cohesion, they will be far apart each other. So this activity shows the intermolecular space between the molecules in matter. Activity. So from the activity we have seen that the greater the cohesion, the closer will be the molecule to each other, and weaker the cohesion, the far apart will be the molecules. So for solid, the cohesion is stronger, so they are close together molecules, and for liquid it is weaker, and for gas it is weakest. The next topic is general properties of solid. There are four properties we have. The first property is solid has fixed shape and fixed volume. So solid will have fixed shape and it will have fixed volume. First picture here you can see we are going to cut the apple, and in the second picture you can see water is poured into the glass. So which is easier, cutting an apple is easier or pouring water into the glass is easier? Yes, pouring water into the glass will be easier, whereas in cutting of apple we need more force than pouring water into the container. So which means this is due to the stronger cohesion. So which shows that solid has fixed shape and fixed volume. The next property is solid generally cannot be compressed. So here you can see the solid is taken in a beaker and we are pushing it. So pushing means we are going to compress it. What happens? The solid is not compressed. So it is generally cannot be compressed. The third property is solid do not flow. You can just imagine you are taking an ice cube and you are taking water in a glass. So which one you will be able to pour? Yes, the liquid water will be able to flow and we cannot able to pour the solid ice cubes. So solid does not flow. The fourth property is solid expands or contracts on heating. So this property is explained through the activity. So for this activity we have to take a ball, that is iron ball, and we have to set it in the stand. So you can see the ring is placed in the stand and we are going to insert the ball into the ring. So you can able to see the ball that is the ball will easily move into the ring. As we heat the iron ball, what happens is we will not able to put the iron ball into the ring. So this experiment is said to be ball ring experiment. So in this experiment which shows that solid expands and contracts on heating. So in this experiment the solid gets expanded. The size of the ring iron ball gets expanded, and that is the reason why we are not able to insert the ball into the ring. And this was expanded due to heating. So we have heated the ball and this is the reason the ball get expanded and we are not able to insert the ball into the ring. Children, in today's video session we have learnt about matter. Matter means anything that takes up space, that has mass and occupies space. And we have seen three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. And also we have seen intermolecular force and intermolecular space and what causes different states of matter. And at last we have learnt about general properties of solid. Under that we have seen four properties. First one is solid has fixed shape and fixed volume. Solid generally cannot be compressed. Solid does not flow. A solid expands or contracts very little on being heated or cooled. Assignment for this video session is write down the properties of solid. What are the states of matter? Define matter. Children, I hope you all understood today's class. Meet you all in the next video. Thank you.